Welcome to The Direct Line, the official podcast for OADSP. We're excited to have you here with us today, and if you have comments, suggestions, or if you want to join us in studio as a guest, reach out to me at podcast@oadsp.org. I'm David Rustio, and today I'm speaking with Andy. Welcome to the show, Andy.
Thank you for having me.
How are you today?
I'm doing good.
Just good?
It's Friday. I'm excited for the weekend.
Okay, big plans?
Nothing really. Nothing really exciting. It's just been a busy week, and I'm ready to wind it down and
get out of here.
Put my feet up for a little bit.
I hear you. So, Andy, tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm a 38-year-old guy that I'm a DSP for First Class Providers is the name of the agency that I work for. And we've got, we're an agency of two. We've got 2 employees and 2 clients. And those 2 clients are my brothers. They're twins. They're 3 years older than me. And they work at a place called Portage Industries here in Ravenna, Ohio. So one of the support staff asked if I'd come and be on your podcast. And I said, well, if it helps you guys out, let's do it. So it's been interesting.
Tell us about your brothers.
My brothers are... they're 41-year-old twins, born in 82, and they're a couple of comedians. They're funny guys. They're always looking to make you smile. They're like the most pure and genuine people you'll ever meet. They're really good at heart, and I think a lot of the people that I think almost every single disabled kid or I call them all kids, whether they're older than me or not, but individual that you'll ever meet. I think they're all just as pure as gold, and they want your acceptance and your love, and they're willing to do whatever it takes to make you happy. So when you look at it like that, it's a rewarding thing because they like to see you smile, and they like to see you laugh, and they'll always share a joke with you, and and so it's a neat thing to do because they they never tire from it.
Right.
Every single day you get a smile and a wave and a high five or a handshake or whatever it may be. And it depends on who it's coming from and, what you'll get, a high five or a handshake or whatnot, or what kind of smile and that. But you will always be greeted warmly and kindly from just about every single person. I mean, everybody has a bad day, but most of the time they reset and they come in and they're happy and they're, it's a neat thing to see these.
And you say they're both comedians?
Oh yeah, they love to be the ones that will crack the joke that makes you smile.
Which one's better?
It depends. Josh is kind of more of a sarcastic guy.
Okay.
A little bit more of the dry humor, and Joe is more of the punchline man. And he'll repeat those punchlines, 10 times for you.
Until you get it.
Until you stop laughing from it, go, okay, that's enough. But yeah, they're both good for it. They'll both get you going. So so they're cool guys. I like them. I love them. Obviously, they're my brothers, and I never let anything bad happen to them. So,
sure.
So that's why I'm here. And
even you're the big brother, even though they're older.
I've always been the big little brother. So even if I wasn't as big physically, I mean, now I've got them trumped. But
Yeah, you're a big guy.
With age comes, beer gut and those kind of things. So
now they don't drink beer. Do they drink beer with you?
They are limited by their doctors. They are not supposed to have too much of it, and
doctors are mean.
I know. They my Josh especially loved to have his wine coolers and unwind and every night, and some new medications he's been on haven't permitted that, and so he's been a little bummed out about that. But we'll find him a way one of these days. And he's actually probably healthier and happier without it. So.
Oh, sure. We all are probably. Right. So, what's it like to be the provider for family members?
It's tough. You wear a lot of hats.
Okay.
One day you'll be the maintenance man. One day you'll be the janitor. One day you'll be the cook, the chef, the person who runs the errands that goes to the pharmacy and picks up the pills and or whatever it may be that you need from the pharmacy. And some days you're the personal shopper. Some days you take them shopping with you. it's interesting to have other people's, clothing sizes memorized and shoe sizes and things like that. But it's part of the job, and the more you can remember and the more you can retain, the easier it'll be for you. And so it's been a learning experience for me. There's a lot of stuff that, I've been doing this full time for about a year and a half, give or take. And, before that, I really didn't have the same appreciation that I do for it now. So I really, was kind of a tourist before, and now I could be the tour guide. So, but I'm sure there's people that have been doing it a lot longer than me that, deserve a lot of praise for it, because it's one of those jobs that, you're never going to get patted on the back and told thank you to, but when you always have the respect of the other person that's doing it too, or you'll have respect for someone else who does. So it's neat to see other DSPs and things.
Yeah. Do your brothers think they're your boss?
That depends if we're wearing the DSP hat or the brother hat. We get along pretty good. They understand that there's rules and things that we just can't cross, certain boundaries.
Sure.
And but yeah, they're the client and the boss, and also I'm the DSP and the boss. So or the little brother and the boss, or what have you. But it's interesting because it's a give and take,
Sure.
and they have the right to to give some instruction for certain things, and I'm more than willing. I'll say, hey, what do you guys want to eat for dinner? But you have to offer them options, and you have to explain to them, if you want a 4-course meal or something like that, it takes time to prepare, and it's not going to be as gratifying as something you might have right this second.
Sure.
So,
Do they help?
a little bit. I mean, more on the cleanup end of things.
Okay.
Is where I'm looking for the help. But, I'll make the mess if they help me clean it up. So.
Typical man.
Yeah, But, I'm not asking for much. Just bring your dishes to the sink and help me put them in the dishwasher and that kind of thing, and we'll get it taken care of. But yeah, it's an interesting job. It's definitely it's rewarding, it's frustrating, and it's it's work, but it's I don't think I'd choose to do anything else now that I've done it. So.
Sure.
We'll be right back.
A structured education with intentional goals has long been viewed as essential to human progress and development. It helps people grow into the best versions of themselves and readies them to contribute positively to and for the common good. Education doesn't merely help build and improve students' skills, it also assists in the expansion of their characters and in their ability to help society fully recognize the dignity of all people. At DSPU, we share those same goals. We help educational systems nurture their students' characters and develop their knowledge and skill sets for entering the workforce as direct support professionals, ready to support individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Through DSPU, students are placed on a track of development that helps equip them for whatever long-term goals they may have, including careers in fields as diverse as healthcare, therapies, education, and many other essential professions. DSPU offers vocational vision and can inspire passion in students who are searching for a way to make a positive contribution to and for the common good. I'm Becky Watson, Director of Engagement at OADSP. Contact me at bwatson@oadsp.org to discuss the benefits of onboarding DSPU's fully developed program.
And now back to the show.
So I hear you like Formula One.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about that.
That's something our dad got us into when we were babies. I mean, Sunday mornings, wake up and there'd be a race on from Europe. And, with the time change, they're 6 hours different from us in Europe.
Sure.
And, that's if they were in Europe. They might have been in Japan or Australia. They're in Japan this weekend. So that's 12 hours different. So on the way in here to drop them off today, we were talking about they have practice on Friday and qualifying Saturday and race Sunday. That's usually how it works. And since it's already Saturday in Japan, I believe, they had their Friday practice already. So we were looking up at the red light on the phone who was fastest in practice. So we're big IndyCar and big Formula One fans, and we always have been. And our dad passed about a year ago, and we're just kind of keeping that memory up, and it's something that we've always enjoyed for our entire lives. And
You ever make it to any of the races?
we've never been to Formula One. Formula One's a little bit too expensive, and they're always too far away.
Right.
They have one in Montreal, and they have one in Texas, and now they have a Vegas and a Miami, but those are,
Still a ways away.
Still a ways away. Not something you can drive, not around the corner. But IndyCar, we've actually had Josh and Joe down to the Mid-Ohio race quite a few times, and they used to have an IndyCar race in Cleveland, and I wish they'd do that again. But, yeah, we've been to Indy a few times. We've been to Mid-Ohio a few times. We've been to Cleveland a few times. So we try to hit the ones that are within a day's drive away.
Sure. I went
They
to
love
the
it.
Indy 500 once. I don't know what my dad paid for those tickets back then, but I don't think I could afford to take my boys.
It's actually quite affordable.
Is
I
it?
mean, depending
Okay.
on where you sit and whatnot, but IndyCar is definitely, it's fan friendly. I mean, maybe $55 to $100 a ticket,
Oh, that's not bad.
give or take, and sometimes they'll have, depending on how old your kids are, they might be getting for free or reduced costs. So IndyCar is a lot easier to do, but yeah, that sea of humanity at Indy is incredible. I think they say somewhere between 250 and 400,000 people
Yeah, it's
cram into a
amazing.
place like that. It's so incredible.
Right. I wouldn't want to be a food vendor.
No, I didn't even like waiting in the lines there. I mean,
Right.
you see a yellow flag and you run down the stairs to go get a hot dog or something or a beer or whatnot, and you're in line for the next 30 or 40 minutes. So
Right.
it's an interesting place, but it's something that has to be seen to be appreciated.
Yeah.
You just don't get that many people together for any old thing, and they've been doing it 100 years. So
So you're 38 years old. What do you want to be when you grow up?
oh man, independently wealthy.
Okay.
I'd like to find a way that I could take care of my brothers and my family with minimal work, and just I'd like to be the trophy husband or
Okay.
the house husband. No, I don't think I could do that. But a DSP I think is a good thing because I get to do a lot of stuff with my brothers that is both for them and for me, and they like to participate in Special Olympics basketball and Special Olympics track.
They don't have Special Olympics.
IndyCar or Formula One?
Yeah.
No, but we do have we have a couple of go-karts at home that that are theirs, and they love to take they're two-seaters each, and we've done some things to make them really safe for them. We've put some roll bar pads on them, and we've got governors, and we've got remote kill switches, and we've got 5-point harnesses, and I mean they're really, really safe. They're full roll caged, and
Okay.
so for a couple guys that love race cars and that will never have driver's licenses, unfortunately, they do have the ability to drive some go-karts. So it's
And they must like it.
they love it. It's one of their favorite pastimes. They'd do it all day if they could. So
And why, you're the bigger, smaller brother. Why don't you let them do it all day, every day?
well, if we had the property where if we had a nice chunk of land where we could take it or have them it takes supervision for sure, because it's, even though they're as safe as they can be, it's still something that it wouldn't be, you would never leave them unsupervised to do something like that.
Oh, sure.
So yeah, they've got it made where they're at, I think. I mean, they've got a really nice house to live in, and they've got their own personal maid in me, and
Okay. All right. Yeah.
and they've got their go-karts and a nice television room for themselves and a hot tub that they love. They enjoy that too.
Okay.
So there's a lot of things that we can, being a DSP is not all bad. You get to sit in a hot tub with your brothers every now and again, but that's where I say I wear a bunch of different hats. Sometimes you're the brother sitting in the hot tub with them. Sometimes you're the DSP sitting in the hot tub with them. But it's interesting. It's a lot of fun. So they're good guys. They deserve it.
No doubt. Well, thank you for being here.
Hey, anytime. I hope you come back soon. You're from our state, and you're out on the other side, though. You're way out west, but
Well, I stay mostly in the center of the state during the week, but then I head toward the Indiana border or whatever country that is past Ohio.
flat country out there.
It is. And corn, and then corn. And then if you go a couple more miles, there's corn.
Yeah. I always laughed at people that went out there. They'd, turn right at the cornfield, turn left at the next cornfield. You can't tell them apart.
Yeah, well, and then sometimes you might have to turn at the soybeans. Yeah.
Or just past the horse puckies or whatever that are in the middle of the road. Or,
that's a lot.
Just past the cow manure stand. But
Exactly.
I wouldn't have it any other way being a Midwesterner.
Yeah.
It's a cool place. We have all 4 seasons. And
that's one of the best things about it.
And we've got a football team that made the playoffs for once.
It wasn't the Ravenna football team, right?
No, the Cleveland Browns. I don't know if we've got an NFL team in this state. Well, actually, 2 of them, but neither one of them. I don't know. The Bengals made the Super Bowl a couple of years ago, but
they didn't win, did they?
No, but if Cleveland does,
So that's who you're rooting for.
I'm, lived here my entire life, and I'm never going anywhere, and love to see Cleveland. We got an NBA championship. That's pretty cool, but we've come pretty close on a few World Series here lately in the last 20, 30 years. But a football championship and a Super Bowl for the Browns would just be massive for this part of the world. It would be, we'd never stop talking about it.
Well, and that's a good goal. So maybe you should try out for the team.
No, I'm going to let Nick Chubb do that. He's our guy. So I don't know who our quarterback will be, but in Nick Chubb we trust. So
okay. All right. Well, thank you.
Well, thank you for having me on, David.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
It was a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Take care.
You too. Thanks.
Thanks for listening, and join us next time on The Direct Line.